Alright, and we're back. Now, we're back with a lot of anger going on, a lot of frustration. Because I recorded this catching you back up to speed episode already where I went into my footage and I deleted everything. This is practice stuff. Issue is when I finished the recording and I click stop recording, the file never actually created. So all that footage, about 2 hours worth of footage, 2 hours worth of talking, got deleted. But essentially at the beginning of the video I just showed me deleting about it was a couple days worth of footage, which would have translated to about a month worth of footage on YouTube, chopping it up. So I'm gonna quickly run through what I've been up to, what I've done versus what you last seen, if I can remember that. But we got this cooking table, we got this guy's seeds, and before I kind of took my time, today I'm just trying to bust this shit out because my patience is kind of up at that. And then also now I gotta start thinking, will my OBS record once I click stop? So that's annoying, but here we go. Alright, we'll do level by level. So this level's the same, pretty much. The AE system not there anymore. I don't even think if I showed me getting the AE system yet. I don't know, but it was there for a little bit. It's not there anymore. Everything else up here is the same. I just upgraded these machines, speed upgrades. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's go to the upper level. I actually built two of these dimensional transceivers, quantum intertangloper, excuse me. That's power, gas, items, anything I want to transport anywhere, across any distances, across any dimensions. There it is. What's actually that hard to make? Last thing I actually did on the episode was add another one of these capacitor banks, and I got 3 billion RF storage. I created the vat for fire water, and I'll show you a little bit of that when I get down there. That's for the infinity dust. Fluid sieve machine was for the fortune add-on because I needed pink slime ingot, so I did that. Teleport, I'm pretty sure I show what that is. I can set up different teleporter blocks and teleport. I got one in the end too. Compactor for gears. Now this whole setup is for concrete. Issue was aqueous accumulator wasn't making enough water to infuse concrete in. So I made a dense infinite water source which produces about a bucket and some change every tick. So that's more than plenty. So yeah, that shit too. Oh, actually I do gotta go one more level down and show you some machines. Up here I got the enrichment factory. That's just to make normal Surface quartz into pure. They go into the chest, that goes to the AE system. Also if I pick normal Surface quartz, they go up and right. Up, energetic fuser turns normal Surface quartz into charged Surface quartz, and it goes into the system. And you just saw the grand infinity go in there. And I guess I got my sift machine running in now too. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This you seen, that's the last thing I showed you with that power setup. Eventually we want to get into when we need more power. Right now I don't need more power. I'm not pressed for power, but eventually we want to get into these. And eventually we want to get into this. Of course, that stellar block is Apparently, I can make the alloy. Oh, can I not make stellar ingot? Oh, that changes the game now. That sucks. Here we go. There we go. I was like, is that really? I can't really make this. I can in the advanced carpenter. And I also got to set up a module machine shit too. Alright, anyway. So yeah, oh, and this is getting sec triple cobblestone. Did that to make the deep dark, and I don't know if I ever showed you this level, but this is the second level of the base. We got an elevator. Did that to go to the deep dark. I quickly go to the deep dark. Original plan with the deep dark was to make a base there. I wanted a base with a lot of expansion space. I found the mountain wasn't ideal for that. It wasn't ideal for that. It wasn't ideal at all for it. And plus, I was so pressed to find. I gotta get in the habit of fucking. Wouldn't mind some gas there. There we go. No, that's. Oh, I don't have it anymore. It's in my inventory. Right. I'm looking for a digital miner. Um, you get draconium here, so that's our new draconium spot. And basically, what the base was, I was trying to find a way to fit every single mod in one base, but I think that's tacky and that's just crowding space up for no reason. So the new plan I had was to divide each type of mod, so farming, tech, magic, in each individual base. So you have a base that's specializing in one another thing. And why not? Because I can take my AE system anywhere I want to. I can transform my power anywhere I want to. It probably won't be the most efficient way to do things, but it works. So yeah, that's what I did. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, keep going, keep going, keep going. So, let me show you my inventory. I got two ender bags, one for AE, one for smelting. I got a random box. This is a shulker box with the obsidian upgrade. All these I got when I killed dragons, and I, got their chest. Measuring tape is good. Building gadget. all this is kind of self-explanatory. I made a chisel that's unbreakable, so that was important. An eye chisel. Now this is my dragon. I went through about 4 editions of dragons. You saw not Felix. You saw Eric. I think you saw Jacqueline too, but she died. Eric died. So I got Natasha now. She's a big girl. She's fully formed, so that's what that is. I gotta figure out a space and a base for her. This is temporary, and I don't even use it, so that's what it is. All right, continuing on this level, we got an AE system here. A lot of resources. I'll show you how they came by those. We got a couple auto crafting those. It's just the poor man auto crafting. Eventually, we're gonna have a entire ME network brain, and I'll show you where that's gonna be. IC2, we finished the entire quest line. No, not the entire quest line. Immersive engineering we did, but we still got a set of machines over there. IC2, we basically complete the whole thing besides RTG and electric. Just show you what we're doing here. Metal former, that's just the cable and replace compressors, like making that mixed alloyed ingot extractor, extract shit. Electric heater is for the thermal centrifuge, which I never really use, but maybe I will. Macerator at this point is only for making lapis dust, which then gets shot into here with these pulling upgrades. And this is the fluid silent cannon, and we're actually going to need another one for uranium rods. So anyway, let's get shot then. May just make one of these shots in there, which makes ICT coolant, which we're going to need for the nuclear reactor we got set up, or washing for some shit. Recycler, now that just pulls in cobblestone, makes scrap, like one per ticker. It's a lot of fucking scrap. That makes a scrap box that gets pulled into there. Obviously, you see that's maxed out. And when I turn that on, that starts producing UU matter, which then gets sent over there to our replicator. And then this is our scanner, so we scan items. Scan items. They get stored in a pattern. Then we can replicate them as we choose. So that's our IC2 setup. We also got a dye mixer, because eventually we're going to need a lot of different colored dyes for the AE system. Anyway, coming down here, this is our AE kind of temporary bootleg AE setup. Some auto crafting. This because we had 256,000 K drives, which was very surprising when I found out those existed. I thought 64 was the highest, but I can go up to stupid amounts. So what I'm gonna try to do as long as I can, is just keep one drive. I got 2 because I want 1 fluid, 1 just items. But 1 drive, but eventually when I get red on all of these, or I can't put any more, I'm gonna upgrade to the 1,224K drives and then condense. So 4 of these is one of those. So 1, 2, 3, and I only got 3 drives, and I can fill them up. We got the ME IO port to do that. Transfer 64 to the bigger drives. Now these were auto crafting, as you could probably tell, processors. So each one has their own logic, calculation, etc., based off the press. This is the Fluix Crust automation, so it shoots out, creates in the water, shoots back in the vacuum chest, that goes in the AE system. I got this here because I had this channel bullshit that I don't want to care about or don't want to figure out, since this is temporary. So for a remedy, instead of just doing an import directly into the system via cable, I just pumped it out into the ender chest, which is going in the system. Coming over here is our auto crafting of materials, so we don't have to mine anymore. So these things produce sand, gravel, dust. Those then get shot into here, which create compressed dust, compressed sand, compressed gravel. At the top, we got compressed sand working, we got 2 gravel, and we got 2 dust. That thing gets shot out and gets sent into the drawer controller. Oh, and here we got, what's that shit called? Skystone dust. We don't need that. So we got that, a filter getting shot in there. Anyway, all that resources get shot in here, which then get spread out. So we got black quartz, which is limited at 64 plus a void. And then we got, I'm thinking aloud is we shouldn't be voiding any material. Actually, no, we kind of got to void the material, because if we don't void the material, yeah, let's put that back on. Anyway, all the resources get pulled out, and I say we kind of got to void it, because if we don't void, this thing's going to get backlogged quickly. But yeah, so that's that. And then all these resources, of course, they don't need processing, so they go directly to the ME system. Then let me show you the back of it. All those resources get pulled out via the transfer nodes. Those are pulling 64 at a time. They fill up here. They create ores. I got recipes on basically every ore. I couldn't fit all the recipes in one, so I had to make 2. 1, 2. Those get pulled out when I turn these on. Pulled out. Those get sent to the manufacturer machine to double it, tint to dust, and they go back into these redstone furnaces and advanced smeltering into the chest, which goes to the system. I also got this chest here if I want to directly just cook something like sand, glass, something like that. I don't have this constantly running. Sure, I have 3 billion power and storage, but I guess I'm being too cautious maybe with my power. I just don't want to spend too much. Going forward, we have, this is where our IC2 power all comes from, the nether with the lava, and I can actually turn on. I will turn that on. Let that run. Get some UU matter. Anyway, so that's all coming from the nether pump. And I'll show you how that pumps. So we don't make enough power to run that. But with that nuclear reactor, we will have enough power to run that. So yeah. And we'll go to nether too. This was going to be my... Where are these guys coming from? Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to take all of these out. And as you see, none of them have the acceleration cards, but all this is going to get moved to a different spot eventually. So that's what that is. What are you doing with that? Well, what I'm doing with that is I'm going to move all that shit in here. Anyway, so yeah, what I'm using this floor now is for the mob spawner. So this is a wither skeleton, a wither spawner that spawns and kills. Using the mob crusher though, I'm going to set up a curse earth. spawner with drawers and getting that going so we can extract, put in the drawers. Then we have a nice little, collection of mob shit. A nice little collection of mob items, and we need shit like bones. The original intention was to get armor, to put in the arc furnace, to get the superior ingots, to get the upgrade my tools. But superior tools, one, they got that modifier like diorite or some shit that breaks. It could break your tool out of nowhere. I don't want that. Another thing is the mining speed goes from 32 to 38, which is not that great. And the last thing is like, I don't know. I just thought it was gonna be worth it, and it wasn't worth it. So it's been a couple hours wasting away at that, but now we at least know, right? So yeah, that's what this floor is gonna be for. Am I recording? I am recording. Alright, just want to make sure. I'm 21 minutes. I'm making good time. I'm trying to speed through this shit. Let's quickly show you the nether, and then we'll show you that base over there. And that's everything. That's everything I wanted to show you. And the other thing I want to show you about the nether is, of course, you got pumps going, but you see the devastation. You see the devastation we caused with just a couple. I mean, that's we completely. I mean, we're draining another lava like we're draining the sea of water. It's really bad, but it's funny though. I find it very funny. It's like man taking natural resources from other dimensions, right? But, yeah, that's kind of what's going on. I don't know how I made this 2 hours the first time. And, lastly, I guess I can show you the last thing I need to show you is going to be this over here. So this is going to be our tech factory where we have all our technology mods. As I said before, we're going to have different base for different categories of mods. Now, this is going to be non-existent when I put the automated. But yeah, so we want to set this up nicely, though, so we can have immersive engineering power. My idea is to put those power poles at each corner and just have those running through the corners, and I can just attach them down to machines as I want to. These will be 4 different mods as well. And when we come down to the basement, I don't know what I want for the walls yet, so that's why I got open wall policy right now. When we come down to the basement though, it's gonna be a lot of mobs, but this is gonna be my AE system. Ready? Why am I on fire? Of course, I don't get all that shit back. It's just useless now. String is always semi-useful. Bones are useless. Alright, so we throw all that away. Matter of fact, oh yeah, I also gotta show you as well. Anyway, quickly just to show you the schematic I'm going to be using, because my fucking shit was paused. I don't even know if you saw any of that. It's an invisible spider. In me controller, we're gonna have a section where our molecular assembles autographs, and then we got our machines up at the top, so we can always tunnel Alright. And I deleted all my footage because I just didn't like the footage. But if I'm being honest, recording this, I kind of don't like this footage. So I guess I could redo again and come back. Hey guys! That's not me, man. So I'm not gonna fake it like that is me. Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been up to. And I'm gonna start recording again. This will be like log 37, catching everybody up to speed. Just a quick episode. And we'll go back to a regular scheduled program of just long 30-minute episodes of me fucking around and me getting sidetracked. But we'll get back to that. This one, I'm trying to stay focused as much as I can. So, I do want to create this though. So let's go see about creating that. And then our arc furnace, I already kind of briefly talked about that, but it comes in handy sometimes. Okay. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I can't play Minecraft without creating one thing, right? Oh, and just to, yeah. And of course, our goal is to complete every single quest, 100% complete the pack. That's the goal. And as far as my reasoning for playing Minecraft, well, one, I enjoy playing it. Two, I like to grind. Pure and simple. Anything that gives me that feeling of grinding, I'm all for. Like when I platinum games on PlayStation, I like to play those games. Well, I do. I like to play those games. Yeah, I like playing games I never played before. And I like platinum shit just to say I've completed this game 100%. I've done everything the developer wanted me to do, and I've seen this game in its entirety. That's what I like to do. That's how I like to feel. And I like to grind. And each small win, each small trophy, or each small milestone in that grind to the ultimate goal of completing, it's a small smile. Because even after I create a milestone, create a wither spawner, wither skull in the pearl spawn, nuclear reactor, move my industrial craft shit. That's IC2, not IE2, IC2. Complete immersive engineer section. Automate and set up crest netherrack and ender gravel. Set up ME brain. Get into the thermal expansion. Even after I complete every single one of these things, there's gonna be another one taking this place every single time. Cause it's a never ending grind. That's the truth. And that's what I enjoy. Alright, so this actually we can just craft. I need annihilation cores. I need that. I need that. Which needs that. I'm just gonna real quickly make this. I think I need to do this. Okay, and then now I need 4 of these, which need 4 of these, which creates. Oh, I don't need to do this. I got wood already. 64 crafting tables. I need to create those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's that. I need to create those, which needs more ender pearls. Alright, we got that going. How's that power doing? You don't need a lot. You just need a couple. I think that's actually good. Alright. Just made 10 of them. Cool. Wasn't my intention, but that's what it is. Alright, and we're done. What does a booster card do? That's what it does. That's doable. What's the control I set for that? I wonder if I ever do want to get. I do want to do side. Yeah, so do function. Emojis. See. Yeah. And that's something else we need to do. Yet another thing we need to do. So this is what I mean. It goes on and on. But I do need to get it though. Get an infinity booster card for wireless term. Alright, that's something I need to do as well, because I do want an infinity booster card. I know that for sure. I do want that for sure. Now we're doing for processes. Let's make 100 of these. Oh, last thing I'll show you before I get off. Oh shit, I forgot about this. This is just a tree farm. Right now it's on rubber, and I needed rubber for plastic. I was running low on wood, so I just swapped it out. I was doing this oak at first, just to have wood, and then so this is actually another thing I did yesterday that unfortunately will never see the day of light. Basically, I stacked three batteries on top. The power this, I made a crafter. And it was a gold chest here before, but all the rubber is gonna get pulled in here. They're gonna create dry rubber. That's gonna get sent to our smelting chest, which is gonna cook the plastic. I got enough wood in there, lasts me a while, and that makes the latex. So that's pretty straightforward. Now, as far as the grains of infinity, and as far as that vat upstairs, that was for this. So I made fire water, and I lit that water on fire by lighting the adjacent stone to the fire water to catch the fire water on fire, which then creates the grains of infinity, which then gets shot up to our system. And that's chunk loaded, so that's gonna forever go. And we're gonna need copper. I don't really care about. Look at these guys. I guess because that's chunk loaded is spawning. Anyway, yeah, so. That's pretty much that. What is this? Nightly greaves. Don't need it. Nightly boots. Don't need it. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Got you up to speed. I gotta now sit down for like 3 to 4 hours and get some footage to last me a month or so. Then, that's how I like to do it. Gives me time to breathe in between so I don't get burnt out. Just quickly put that in there to get cooked. Oh, and I also got this time in the bottle, which is real handy. Speeds up blocks, speeds up tick times. So, for example, if I had 2 hours in there first, now I have 1 hour. But it's gonna make a lot of this shit, so it's gonna be making a lot of shit here. I need to get speed upgrades for these anyway. But I don't have enough paper to do that. Unfortunately. Hence why I also need a farm, right? Because the only other way to make paper is with sawdust or rice. Anyway, 200. So, get about 200 per 40 million. We're going to turn that off. I'll let that build back up. 200 is pretty good. Iridium costs 100, so we can get 2 iridium per 40 million ingot. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. I'm hoping when I click stop on this recording, it does delete. We'll find out shortly. Alright.